Hi everyone, it's Samantha with A Wealthy Hairstylist, and I'm so sorry I've been MIA for a while. I had my little baby girl in September, so I've been taking some time off to be home with her, but now she's almost 9 weeks old and I've been back to work and time to get back to filming. So I'm so happy to be back and I've missed doing my videos, so I just wanted to get started and jump right in. Today's video, I wanted to talk to you about how to turn a new client into a dependable, long-term revenue source for you. So there's so many factors to consider when you have a new client that comes to you in the salon. The first thing, a client, when they book with you for a service, they are booking with you because they are attracted to your marketing, how you are showcasing your work, who you represent as an artist, and what you specialize in. So if they find you via social media or reviews, usually it's because of what you have already put out there. So you've already shown them what you can do, but the key factor is delivering the services. So what I like to do is go through a very thorough consultation with a new client. Consultation is key. If you can't have a really good consultation with a new client, you're not going to be able to deliver on what the end goal is. So for me, since I specialize in extensions, all my consultations are actually done via the phone. I either call the client or it's done through texting or through email. Very rarely do I have a consultation come to me in the salon now because everything can be done so quick by the phone. And it makes it easier and it saves a client a trip. But consultation is key. So I actually have an application form that I have a new client, every single new client that sits in my chair has to fill out this form. And it goes over everything regarding their hair length, their hair density, their texture, have they worn extensions in the past, what their color is, what they want to do with their color, are they even wanting to color their hair, and it goes over all my pricing for a new install and all my maintenance costs. So there is no hidden fees whatsoever. Everything is laid out on the table before the client even steps foot into the salon. The last thing you want is a client to be blindsided by any costs regarding your services. So I like to be very clear and very honest about where I stand and what my services are and what I specialize in. Anything outside of that, I don't do. So when a client books with me, they know exactly what they're getting and exactly what I specialize in. Another thing that I like to go over with a client is the process of the service. So along the consultation, their clients sometimes will send you pictures, which I definitely recommend for them to do for inspiration. And obviously if you have a client who is a level 2 or 3 and they want to be platinum blonde, you probably know you're not going to be able to get that in one sitting with you at the salon. So I like to be very clear regarding the process of my services and the goal of what we have to do to get the client to where they want to be. So I like to be very honest and very upfront with the client. I never want them to have certain expectations that they're going to come into my chair and that I'll be able to achieve when realistically I know it's not going to happen. So if I have someone who submits an application and they send me photos of their hair and I see they have short little breakage at the very top of their hair and then they want these very long extensions, that short little piece is not going to blend in. So little things like that, you have to be very honest and upfront with the client. And they also need to realize along with the service, that there has to come with the process of them caring and taking care of their hair to get to the end goal of what they want to achieve. So you need to be very honest about the process of getting the client to where they want to be. And that it goes over expectations as well. So I like to definitely be very precise and very clear. And I know for sure when a client inquires with me, like what I could get and achieve with them within one sitting in my chair within 3 to 4 hours doing color and extensions. So know what you're capable of and know how long it takes for yourself to do services. So that way the client can be prepared and they can have clear expectations of the process of where they want to go. For me, I offer a luxury service, which is hand-tied extensions. So for my clients, any new client that sits in my chair, they receive a swag box. So that's kind of like my special gift to my clients that I like to give to them to help maintain their extensions. I give them actually a maintenance pricing guide. So just a reminder of everything that was in my application form is also now given to them to take home. So there is no miscommunication. Everything is up front. All the pricing is there. And there is no blindsiding happening. And they know what to expect for future appointments when they come and see me for their color and for their bump ups. I also, in the swag box, I give them sulfate-free shampoo and a mask, a little hair care like wet brush for detangling their extensions, a hair tie, just little fun things for their hair to help maintain their extensions. And I also give them a hair care guide. So a lot of people who inquire with me, they're either have worn extensions for the past 10 years or so and they're all about it, or they're complete newbies and they're stepping into the whole new world of extensions and want to know exactly how to maintain and take care of everything from A to Z. So I include a hair care guide of how to take care of their extensions within my little swag box. And I also give a handwritten note, which is very personable, and just thanking them for choosing me to give them this luxury service. So that is one thing that I kind of do to take my service a little step above a normal coming in to get your hair colored and cut, because the clients are spending a lot of money on their color and their extensions. It's an investment, and I want them to be able to take care of their hair and to be able to enjoy the longevity of their weave, because it's fabulous and we all love our weave and our extensions. So we want to maintain it and keep it as long as possible. Another thing I like to do is when I have a new client, I always check in with them within 2 or 3 days after their service. I never have a new client that comes in, gets a service done, and then they just disappear and I don't follow up with them. Extensions are a very finicky service. So if they aren't done properly, a client could experience, tension or irritation or anything that could be uncomfortable. So I always like to check in and make sure everything feels good for my client. If they have any styling issues or concerns, or sometimes they are nervous to even style or do their hair, so they have questions for me. So I always let the client know that I'm always here for them. They could always text me, they could check in. If they have any questions or concerns, they could always reach out, and they could always come in for me to take a look at their extensions in between their bump up appointments if they have any issues. So I always make sure that I let the client know that I am here for them. Another thing I like to do is offer my client when they come in either water, coffee, tea, sometimes lunch if they're there during lunchtime, or champagne, whatever the client likes. I will usually try to give them something nice while they are sitting there for quite the time. Sometimes for my services could be 2 to 4 hours. So I usually like to feed them, give them a little snack, you check in with them. So I think doing little things like that goes a little step above and beyond to help take care of your client. And the biggest thing is obviously delivering on your service. You want to make sure not only are you giving an exceptional service and product to the client, you want to make sure they're happy and they look good and they feel great and you're able to achieve what you said you were going to achieve. So if you could do that, and you can also find a way to connect with a client on a personal level when they're in your chair, you're golden. Then they will forever be a continuing loyal client to you. So not only do you have to deliver on the service, you need to dress the part. You got to come in being you, whatever it is that you are, and your style, your look, your personality, you got to bring it. You have to bring your A game when you have new clients. They want the best of you. So normally when I have new installs, I like to do them first thing in the morning. They're my first clients. I am ready to go. I'm awake. It's early. I've had a good breakfast. I've had my coffee, sometimes 2 coffees by then. But I usually don't like to do a new install at the end of the day. that's kind of when you get to be a little tired and a little sluggish. So most of my new installs are bright and early, first thing in the morning, so I am pumped and ready to go. So those are all my tips and tricks to help maintain a new client and continuing to have them book into your chair for long-term revenue. So I hope this has helped. If you have any questions regarding how to turn clients into a long-term revenue source, let me know, drop them below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'm so happy to be back, and I look forward to making more videos for you guys. Thanks again.